Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
BTO, last pick here for Astralis. You have to imagine, ooh, a Veigar bot lane.
Okay.
Something a little bit different.
I'm liking it from Astralis as well, because it's a little bit out of the conventional. You know, we've seen Young get much worse, like you can't place 11 in a split with only 10 teams, but if they could somehow manage to pick up a few early wins, they could be looking at, you know, one of those lower playoff seeding spots.
Would be impressive if they finished 11th, but Irrelevant might have kill pressure here. He has Ghost if he wants to pop it, Chachi.
Oh, Flash was too late from Chachi. Hook's going to come down here as Xerxes looks down towards the bottom side. Ignite taking onto Kobbe. Mercer trying to step forward. Doesn't have the flash, doesn't really have anywhere to go. The thick skin, a possibility. Jonghyun looking for the hook once again. 1 second before it's back up. Here it goes. Pulled back Mercer into the waiting arms of Kobbe. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Dayo's trading with BTO. The Kingslayer will heal him up. Dayo looking for the knock up here as well. Soul Unbound goes forward. BTO flashes. Dayo TP'd back as well, but does have a flash advantage.
Does indeed. It's Irrelevant level 6 now.
He's ghosting in here as well. Knows Chachi doesn't have flash. The Empower hitting him with a lamppost over and over again. Vizichachi knows he's dead, goes back, will use the zombie passive to try and clear out some of these minions, and Chachi perhaps on
2-0 will rush towards the Sunder, and it's not like the matchup gets any better for the Sion.
There's already 1,000 gold behind in that bottom lane. Schlattern waiting around here. Jonghyun looking for the hook. And it caught up with the last embrace as well. Abyssal Voyage for the follow-up, and Jonghyun just too deep. Neon takes him out. Misfits have been brought to life today, it seems. It took them a game and 15 minutes to get their first kill of Summer here.
Mid lane is probably where he's going to put his focus when he hits that level 6. Schlattern's going to walk into Xerxes' blue buff here. Down a level, we'll see what he can get done. Has access to his ultimate. Jonghyun looks for the hook, does miss. Xerxes
going in, there's the root coming in as well as Kobbe comes forward with the Predator. Abyssal Voyage for Jonghyun will fall. Mercer now on the wrong side of the fight, though it is a 4v3 in favor of Misfits. Mercer trying to walk away from this one, but the rest of his team have abandoned him, and the thick skin can only save him for so long. Knocked up Dayo on the board.
Okay, so the invade kind of works there. You sacrifice one, but I think Misfits are the real winners there. But Schlattern had to use his flash. Dayor still has access to the ultimate. BTO as well. Could take it away if he wants to, but now Xerxes coming through lane. And imagine the wave's not in a great state, and Kobbe is flash.
He knows Neon doesn't have flash, so he flashes forward, tries to keep him in place. So much damage from the Primordial Burst, and the Decimating Smash has been used. Jonghyun now out of the lane, looking for the stun. BTO going back in with the Kingslayer down, flashes away, and Irrelevance down to answer 1-for-1. Jonghyun's going to try and get away from this one. Doesn't have much.
He's going to start up the Herald. Irrelevant should spot it out. Jonghyun is around, but the rest of Misfits are collapsing in.
And Neon and Mercer down towards the bottom side. Misfits should give this one up if they fight
Surely, right?
They don't know where the enemy bot lane is. Now they realize Jonghyun is in the area, and Irrelevant has stepped too far forward, thinking he had reinforcements. He does not, because Misfits cannot back him up. Astralis, get the shutdown, get the kill, and we'll get
Irrelevant alone on the top side of the map. A place on the map with incredibly high amount of Astralis wards. They have so much deep vision. They basically have a map hack right now. They could look for a dive if they want. Neon's trying to scout out a bit for him.
225 gold just in control wards towards the top side. Neon dodges away. The root and the stun will still connect. Base sealed lands on him as well, and Neon doesn't have flash. Death from below from Jonghyun is enough. He took that dodge personally.
And that's why. Safe. But the game has slowed down a little bit. 1 minute on the Dragon. I expect there to be a little bit of action around that. Misfits probably want to get those stacking up as soon as possible. Irrelevant's been a bit quiet since being so far ahead on the Jack. Still has quite a nice CS lead and will be pushing into top right now. It looks like Dayor and Chachi are collapsing towards top. Kobbe will get the first tower of the game. We'll see if Misfits respond.
I think that quietness is more that Astralis haven't given him someone to fight into. You can see, like, Chachi isn't up there unless there are 3 members of Astralis up there. Dayor now here just to clear out the wave, even though Schlattern is going to join. Unstoppable Onslaught will come out from Chachi. Schlattern pops the stopwatch to try and get away from it, then flashes through, but the Cyclone's going to follow him in. Irrelevant diving onto Dayor. Already one down as Schlattern will fall. Dayor trying to escape. Irrelevant joined by 2 more members of his team. The Dawning Shadow didn't do enough to Dayor to take him out. And Misfits will be out.
Well, next time we see it, I'll think of it as well.
I'm waiting for a crowd, just say. Yesterday
God.
we had the wee-woos, today we've got the fam. Jonghyun as well on this pike. He has constantly been finding Neon with these hooks. Neon forced to flash away there. As we were chatting, TP coming in from Chachi. Irrelevant didn't have his, so Chachi's going to be first to this play as Irrelevant has worked his way down towards the mid lane. Decimating Smash coming out. And Vizichachi will keep Mercer at bay. Dragon taken first of the game for Astralis, second of the game in total. Another hook onto Mercer. There's the Everfrost follow-up. Irrelevant diving in. And the damage is only onto the clone, as Astralis look to reset back generally, as have Astralis. Obviously, one of them had to come out with a lead in this game, and this time It is Astralis who have got that slight advantage. Second Howard has been started. Jonghyun looking for it. TP coming in as well as Kobe's going to join this fight. Family! Neon caught out of the backline and death from below finds its mark. Jonghyun's going to be able to get one. Irrelevant chase down towards the bottom side as Dale's looking for the damage himself. Flashes over the wall. Schlatten's going to join in. Another death blow. A triple for Jonghyun. He's going to hook BTO back. Lands the stun as well. X marks the spot, but it doesn't quite connect as VTO unable to dodge away from the primordial burst.
Fight goes in favor of Astralis, and it's the rookie support of Jonghyun who just gets a triple kill on the Pyke. Maybe could have got himself the Quadra, but he just mistimed it. Maybe expected a little more damage to go onto VTO. But that's going to crack the game wide open. Mid tower is going to fall. They're going to get themselves Herald, and Circe just taking the Hex portal right behind Misfits on top of two people straight away. Misfits just look way too disjointed in team fights right now. And yes, it's happening today, but it was also happening yesterday and the day before. They just look so underwhelming in fights. They need to play together, communicate better. VTO looking for a pick onto Jonghyun, and Chachi just there to make sure he's safe.
Cowardly charges away. Irrelevant was going to take the tower, so no big surprise that Chachi didn't really want a piece of that action. We'll trade with Irrelevant a little bit, but the Scion's not here to fight the Jax at all. Yes, he'll get a bit of chip damage in, but really he's on wave clear duty as the Jax pushes in that way.
And just going back to draft a little bit, so relying on other sources of damage, of course the lane phase was quite difficult and maybe could have been snowballed a lot harder, but now there's a TP behind Yor. He has no flash. Chachi has TP if he wants to match.
I mean, Deo does have the ultimate here. He's going to catch Irrelevant with it. Counter-Strike coming out as Irrelevant dives in for the stun. Counter-TP now used. Stopwatch as well. Schlatten's going to try and join this one. Maybe catch Kobe out with the Event Horizon goes in. Sleep only onto Kobe. Irrelevant now locked in the midst of three members of Astralis, and he's been left alone by the rest of his team. 1-for-1 trade so far. Jonghyun comes in, gets another. 3v4, Astralis looking to mop this one up. Schlatten, no ultimate ignited, trying to get forward onto Jonghyun, who can pop this blast cone to get away. Won't use it yet. Xerxes dives in once again. Deo trying to heal off the minions. Meanwhile, the decoy distracts them. Chachi low. Unstoppable onslaught against the wall, but Schlatten with the movement speed and with the swirl seed will get the chase. Jonghyun's going to get a stun. Deo has just backed away, just pushed in that top side of the man. Deo going deep, fate sealed. An option for him. VTO still looking for that death from below. Dragon, Rift held, secured. Deo base sealed onto Irrelevant is a possibility. Soul Unbound, Counter-Strike going in. Abyssal Voyage as well could be used. Mercer trying to get the damage in. Jonghyun on the flank as well. Already one has gone. VTO falls. Dale jumps back into the pit. Jonghyun trying to keep Irrelevant at bay. He dives back in. He gets one. But at what cost? Irrelevant taken out by Kobe. The Dragon as well on the menu for Astralis. Neon and Schlatten trying to trade into this beefcake that is Vizichachi. And the water donkey is damn tanky. That Scion unkillable. Xerxes will help Vizichachi pick up a kill. The tongue lash dodged.
He's still alive.
And he is still alive as he walks away.
The Yor will go down really quickly with Veigar and Yone on top of it. I think it's going to be gone before Schlatten can get in range. His flash is coming up in a second though.
Yeah, it's already gone. Down to 1,000, secured, smited. TP comes in from Irrelevant and Misfits might look for a fight. Might feel like it's their last hope. Irrelevant jumps in, Event Horizon goes down and Misfits really can't find too much. Xerxes, the only one caught out here, but Schlatten had to jump across the wall to do so. Jonghyun does have the death from below, but it looks like Astralis actually may just want to disengage. Jonghyun thinking other of it. Perhaps has a different plan in mind. The hook hits onto Mercer. Oh, good stopwatch from Schlatten, but now he's not in the best of situations. Dale looking for the jump across the wall, does have the fate seal. They're going to Mercer first. Counter-strike by Irrelevant, but he only stuns the two tanks, and that's not really what you're looking for. VTO stolen death from below, so if Astralis do fall low, he will be able to secure those kills, but the face seal will find him. Dale dashing, Immortal Shield both dashing away to survive once again. Dashes back, Schlatten takes him. VTO, Schlatten and Neon have to walk away wounded though, as Astralis continue on the chase. And the unstoppable onslaught meets VTO, decimating smash, stopped with that watch, but he can only watch as he dies afterwards. Kobe unstoppable, 717.
Rabadon's, he's got 304 stacks. We were well off.
Yeah, almost 1,000 AP at 27 minutes in the game, and the magic resist on the enemy team just isn't enough. Only that Irrelevant pushes in the top, doesn't have the TP to join his team.
Might get an objective bounty though, but he needs to make sure his base doesn't die. Astralis going to get the first inhibitor. They could push on. They have double cannon here if they just want to use the cage to try and hit the tower, but no, they're going to move towards mid. Chachi's going to base and catch top to make sure Irrelevant can't push for any inhib towers. He has TP to rejoin. Irrelevant doesn't, so they could force a 5v4.
Yeah, all it takes is a hook, right? Because Chachi has TP. And Irrelevant doesn't. Mercer's going to be the one hooked in. Everforce used, the thick skin coming out as well. There's the Cyclone. Mercer flashes away. Xerxes going to jump out with the decoy as well. Misfits might look to re-engage. Two-man sleep. V2 going in. Death from below, a possibility. Xerxes trying to trade back in. There's the death from below, goes wide. But the shutdown still comes in. Deo looking for a re-engage, can't find it. So Astralis have to walk away.
No point risking the game. Chachi just catching top. Maybe they could have forced 5v4, tried to push down to the Nexus, but taking 2 inhibs, getting yourself on Dragon Soul point, playing it slow, it's always the safest bet. Now, Kobe has TP, so if they spot Irrelevant here, Kobe can just TP on the ward behind him.
There's one down towards where the Hex Gate would be at that blue buff. Chachi puts a ward over the wall as well as they're going to go for it.
Ghost.
Unstoppable onslaught. Irrelevant dodges to the side. No mana on him, though.
You have no mana.
You got no mana, Irrelevant. You got nowhere to go. Slowed up. Event Horizon coming down. Hook's going to come in as well. Stuns him up. Primordial Burst. Almost half his HP. And the death from below will secure the kill.
They're going to push into this top tier 2. Irrelevant's dead. This is the last inhib. So Misfits, you have an option. Well, you have one choice here. It's defend your top inhib. Either that be stall it down, try to clear the wave out, or just fight them the second the tower dies. We'll see what option they go for, because if they lose this inhibitor, the game is pretty much over.
I think looking at it, the game may have been over in their minds a while ago. Astralis have just been dominant for the last 10 minutes or so, and they continue to be as they take the 3rd inhibitor of the game. Jonghoon having
just stop the Baron here and just buy time, wait for the waves to come in. They play on their own game, not on Misfits' game. So they're just going to slow it down, and now Misfits realize, well, we now need to clear waves, so Astralis is going to start it up again. It's almost like a seesaw effect, and BTO is going to lose half his HP.
Holy! That's without his ultimate, by the way. Hook goes in as well. Mercer, Primordial Bursted. Does more damage the lower health your opponent is. Unstoppable Onslaught coming in. Flash Hook will hit Mercer. Decimating Smash comes down as well, and Vizichachi's just buying time for the rest of his team. The Super Minions as well on the Nexus Towers. Mercer Hook back once again. Death from below will mark his demise. And Misfits, even 3 players strong, can't work their way through Vizichachi. Dale TP down towards the bottom lane, and it's all done. But the Nexus falling, you have to feel here for Astralis.
Definitely is. They're just going to buff up the super creeps. Nothing Misfits can really do. They can try themselves a fight. Zlatan flashes forwards.
Looking for the multi-man sleep, but he only lands it onto 2. Jonghoon still has the GA to come back. Dawning Shadow will find him. The minions doing so much work, and Irrelevant not. As Astralis will be able to lock this one down. Neon and BTO can only stand and watch as their Nexus falls for the 3rd time in 3 games.
Wow, this version of Astralis looks a hell of a lot different to previous iterations we've seen.
From Alphari, and I love that they're giving
Keep the wave shoved in. If he ever tries to walk up, maybe you can try to gank, right? Right now they have ultimate, so...
And of course, it's not in isolation, the mid lane matchup. We saw Nuclear
to the other side of the map. Syncroft has a CS lead and a level lead over Haru, but Haru managed to get the Rift Herald. Top lane in favor of Alphari, just used the ultimate aggressively onto Aggressivo. Syncroft and Nuclear hopping around.
He used the Hallowed Path, so I'm wondering if that Hallowed Mist being down means Alphari just has nowhere to go. First blood over to Aggressivo, just a bit too aggressive there from Alphari.
Another Sion.
His camp.
You gotta get the Krugs, all those small Krugs, all that extra HP. Always best for Sion, and as much as I am a jungler and I hate seeing my level...
I don't think it's going to do 450 damage, but with the Rift Herald coming in, this tower will be forfeit. Perks just trying to clear out the wave does make sense if that Rift Herald... Where if you were Heimerdinger near a tower, it regened more health.
So I think that's his passive for his own towers.
Is that his own
version?
tower?
Yeah, Azir, but it lasts there forever, like a smaller version.
It lasts there forever?
Yeah.
Can it be killed?
It can be killed.
Okay, so it's like a Felios Chakra.
The third tower for them. For this dragon, they actually managed to pick up the bot tier 2, of course.
And yeah, 3rd dragon of the game, only the 2nd for Vitality. Doesn't mean too much. Obviously, you want to stop that stacking. As, let me see, Nuclear pushing up towards the top side. It's going to be tower for tower. Trade, you have to feel. Maddie's going to try and defend here. Perks underneath the tower. Maddie's used the unstoppable onslaught. TP's coming in. Dawning Shadow with the shield as well. And Maddie's just too damn tanky. Aggressivo, Nuclear in, slides him back. The Prop's already down. Perks doesn't have anywhere to go. He's already burnt the flash. Going to try and meet up with Haru, who now dives forward. And BDS reacting the bottom side. The Cyclone comes out. Syncroft misses the Heartbreaker. But the flash for the slow for the auto is enough as Syncroft takes the kill. Vitality, nothing, BDS 4. Earlier in the game, maybe just for the laning phase against Aggressivo, Nuclear Event here has been spotted by Perks. Haru's coming the long way around as well. Syncroft's going to try and join this fray. There's the Abyssal Voyage. Nuclear Event doesn't really have anywhere to go, slides them back. TPs now coming in from Vitality as Syncroft looks for some damage himself. Devour used as well. Unstoppable onslaught towards the top side. Adonis going to flash away. Syncroft underneath the tower. The Sun Disc can't save you now. Perks will take him. Tanks the tower a couple of times. Decimating Smash dodged by Perks, who's going to go back underneath the tower himself, but he's still tanking it. Immortal Shiobo will keep him alive. Aggressivo now here. A great 3-man knockup from Xmadi. Usually an AD carry, but his tank game is sublime. Aggressivo with a double. Kazi stepping forward. It's a triple now for Aggressivo. Great Featherstorm. Aggressivo has to dodge away. Kazi flashes away from the Shuriken. Alphari fighting Maddie down towards the bottom side, and Maddie The Honey Fruit not there quickly enough. Vitality win the fight towards the top side.
We'll see if he gets it. Gus giving him a little bit of magic resist, of course, against the Azir. Will help in his 1v1 if he ever matches on a side lane against Super Weak. We'll see it pretty well rounded out. You know, taking down BDS and Misfits means, of course, they can take down the lower tier teams, but not being able to get that win against Mad Lions makes you wonder how they'll fare up against teams like XL, G2, and Fnatic. Anyway, Baron started up, TP's coming in, BDS just trying to bait them out. This mid tower's going to fall anyway, so that TP, what does it achieve? It saved the tower for another 5-10 seconds, and it's gone. So now, BDS...
Starting while the control ward is down, perhaps not the wisest of choices, as Alphari is up here. Perkz working his way up from the bottom side of the map. Baron low though, and Perkz is only in the mid lane right now. BDS might just look to secure it. They don't know where Haru is.
They're going to burst it.
Pull him back. Haru smites it. BDS. Oh, that's the biggest leash I've ever seen a team give. Thank you for the Baron as Perkz lands a 4-man face sealed, has to jump away with the Soul Unbound as well. The rest of Vitality weren't willing to follow up, weren't ready to follow up. The house for him. And Aggressivo really can't defend into Perkz and Alphari. Haru looking for the flank as well. The control ward will be cleared out by him. Unstoppable onslaught. No Featherstorm for Carzzy right now, but he still has the flash. The Featherstorm about to come back up for him. So they'll just back away. Unstoppable onslaught used there by Maddie for no real gain. And after BDS had such a strong early game, I think their mid game has kind of collapsed here. LeBron, what are you doing, man?
He was trying to... Syncroft.
Yeah, but what would Syncroft going in with a Heartbreaker? He doesn't get the kill either. It's a comedy of errors. It's a Shakespearean tragedy for both teams. Honestly, I just don't know what to say.
I'm a bit speechless right now, but Vitality are the winners. 2 kills over to them. They'll get the Drake as well. Waves being pushed in, should get towards the tier 2. And now Perkz looking for nuclear int.
Yeah, we'll put all down.
That's just what's been happening over the last 5 to 10 minutes. Haru's gonna get the Dragon. Initially, it was Labrov trying to go for the play. He flashes out, and then BDS think they have a window to chase. Syncroft goes in, but then he's the first one to make the play. He ends up dying. And now all of a sudden we've got a situation where Vitality got the Baron, get a Dragon. They got bot tier 2, mid tier 1 and tier 2. They got 2 kills in the game.
For Vitality, Haru might even look for something here. Syncroft going in. We'll spot out Haru. There's the route onto Xmaddie. But BDS really unable to find a way to answer this. Vitality will back away as their Baron expires. And can look for it in a moment. Abyssal Voyage forward. Only onto Xmaddie. Haru's coming in as well. Unstoppable onslaught used. Carzzy dodges to the side of it. Haru rooted with the last embrace. And now Xmaddie, yeah, he's not in the best of shapes. No extra amount of HP can save you from this. Vitality take another. Alphari diving into the ball though. What? Stopwatch is the Heartbreaker. Abyssal Voyage forward for the Devourer there by Labrov. Smart stuff by him to allow Alphari to escape. Aggressivo looking for more as Haru's low. Emperor's Divine brings it back. Perkz is not here right now. Carzzy putting the damage down as much as he can at least. He's down now though. Alphari trying to chase forward. Aggressivo, good shuriken hits. Perkz meanwhile is on the Nexus towers.
Can he end if Labrov
stalls? Try to delay. Can he end?
I think he can.
He won the laning phase. He's looking to win the game as well. Labrov there. Oh, they both stopped their recalls. Perkz on the Nexus. TP in.
Is he going to get it off?
It's cancelled. It's cancelled.
5 seconds on Maddie. 5 seconds on Maddie. Perkz has got it. You can see him fighting in the camera. He's just going to get the end after such a messy fight in bots.
Xmaddie's up, but he can only watch. And Perkz dodging around. The Nexus falls.
Wait, Perk?
Wait, no.
Wait,
no
Perk.
way.
Okay, you got it. So, what the hell was going to happen for a second there?
They were putting their shoes back on, and Perkz like, stop trolling us, man.
Surely it's not a Vayne. Tristan also works really well, actually.
Yeah.
A little bit more mobile at this point with Corki W as well. You should not really die to any ganks. Gilly is actually skipping a lot of his camps here to look for some kind of top dive. He's wasting a lot of time on this top side of the map if they don't get this kill.
So Wunder knows that this is happening. He knows Gillies is on this side of the map. Thunder and Blow coming out. Wunder's going to try and flash away. The Bowers chained in. The Parlay going forward as well. And the Trial by Fire.
Wow.
The final order will be enough. Good tanking there by Gillies. Good play there by should be a pretty easy, secure for SK. Hylissang working his way towards the mid lane. He'll be spotted on a ward as well, so Certus knows to back away, and that's the first drag in the game. Only 5 minutes in for does not. You know, he can only really use his Mystic Shot, doesn't have any of that AoE, but with Hylissang just using the W, there's the Zenith Blade forward. Upset's now used the dash as well. Gideus can go in. Cannon Barrage has been used. Upset's going to flash away, still has the cleanse here, and will use it immediately to get away from this. Will escape underneath the tower, re-engage onto Treats, will flash into this bush
here.
He dead? Explosive
I think
shot.
He's dead.
He is dead. Upset gets the reset. And now Gideus in for a world of hurt because Razork joins the fight. Jezu trying to turn it back around onto Hylissang.
He's around again on the same side of the map that an objective is falling. but he can't fight it. Humanoid has package, but they're at such a numbers disadvantage. They can't really go for this.
And Gilius doesn't have Stormbringer, will have to flash here. Humanoid might look for the chase, goes in.
Okay.
Gilius still no Stormbringer. Humanoid still has the Valkyrie to get away. Just some damage down onto the SK jungle.
Yeah, a lot of
trying to make something happen down towards this bottom lane. Gilius is here to defend, but that tower is 2 hits away from dead. Upset puts the explosive charge down onto it, and SK will realize their tower is forfeit. Fnatic get
they would like, but they lost their bot tier 1. It sucks, just have to move on from it. I mean, Jezu is pretty strong. He's got his Essence Reaver now.
That's fine.
What?
It's not fine!
What the?
Oh, that's quintessential Hilly, though, isn't it?
Oh my god! What the hell just happened, Hilly? Hilly, man!
Alright, so when there's double globals on the enemy team,
You have to wonder, are they giving this?
looks like it
Would
might
put
be.
them on soul
good Solar
points.
Flare as well to stop the recall from Humanoid. Dragon started now by SK. Solar Flare down though, so Fnatic might look to take the fight. Good stun onto Razork. The Dragon low. Razork gets it. Razork will pay for it with his life, as will Hylissang. Upset diving in with the Divine Intervention. The Divine Intervention could only save you for so long. Double flash. Ripped to pieces by Gilius. Fnatic get the Dragon, but at what cost?
By the positioning of Certus, they're going to give up top. I mean, they can use the Cannon Barrage top as well to slow down the waves. And I mean, I feel like if you're ahead like this and you have a Herald, you should be playing on 2 lanes. Janax maybe should not have moved towards mid. Gilius could have ran straight towards bot because you're giving up this top tier 1 anyway. But maybe they can play for 2 towers mid. There's pings there, but Gilius is looking for Wunder.
The wave timing wasn't the best for SK in the mid lane. They had to clear out a minion wave that was coming to them, and they didn't have extra minions to push forward with. So it will get another charge. And because Gilius worked his way down towards the bottom side, Wunder had to back away, knowing his team was on a reset. This will give time for Jenax to take this tower alongside that cannon minion. So SK will get 2 towers out of the players. Jezu's caught out just a little bit. Flashes and dashes to safety.
Didn't have the E. I think he probably just E'd over to the wall to recall, try to get as much distance away as possible. But now that opens up a mid-tier 1 for Fnatic, they're going to take that. So we'll answer back and keep the turret lead, keep the gold lead. Look around, there's a ward in the Baron pit as well, so they should know exactly what's going on. But I think the ping cord stops it, so Humanoid needs to get some information here. He sees Gilius.
Treats tried to sneak behind him as well. As you say, Humanoid does still have that package. Can try and dash away from this one. Hylissang here to join the party. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Wonders continues to push in. Package forward. There's the quickness as well. Looking for Certus, looking for Jezu, who doesn't have the flash. Jezu, though, able to escape across the wall. Explosive charge in the missile. Will find Ismark. Wonder TP's in as Fnatic find a fight.
From Humanoid, 4v5 for SK. Gilius has
Only
flash.
Solar Flare.
If he wants to get in the pits. Oh, Razork.
Looking for the flash onto Jenax, who will flash away himself. Treat pots down the Solar Flare, but Certus dies where he comes in. That TP definitely sucked. Upset here is going to be able to chase Jenax away, and Fnatic can still has flash, so does Upset. They've still got the Divine Intervention, True Shot Barrage.
Oh, the jungler's down.
The jungler is down! Fnatic stay on it. Gilius not going to be able to get in time. Hylissang keeping them away. Humanoid's going to be able to get the Baron, but will he get out? He manages to survive. The Divine Intervention's enough. Fnatic without a jungler still secured the Baron and 2 kills.
Oh, Jezu, he didn't think
he could chuck a leaf over them, how close they are, while Wunder continues to push towards the bottom side. Razork dashes away with the decoy. Fnatic very willing just to continue to pull SK around the map.
SK have a lot of good wave clear though. GP and Victor, pretty damn good wave clear, so I don't think any inhibitors will fall unless a fight kicks off. The problem is Wunder is very close to that level 16, so he should start winning out on this side lane pretty hard. Despite the more on Jenax, Treats wants to find an engage.
Razork goes in with the Cyclone as well. Solar Flare onto Humanoid, only gets the slow. Razork able to get away. Meanwhile, Upset and Hylissang pushing in the mid lane will take that tier 2, and it looks like Fnatic P already. And Fnatic actually just escorting the wave towards the mid lane. Jezu's going to try and reset, was ticking a little bit, so his recall is delayed.
Yeah, look at the levels on the carries right now. Fnatic, Humanoid 2 levels up, Upset 2 levels up.
Tower's gone.
The backline damage Fnatic have is relentless, and they have so much poke as well. Jezu can't even step up. Wunder stunned up.
On Wunder. There's the Chaos Storm as well. Divine Intervention going down. That's big though, because now the Stormbringer can follow up. Fnatic though already found 2. Jezu was not there for the fight. Couldn't put down the DPS. Double charge from Hylissang. He dashes back. Cyclone in by Razork, and Fnatic want to end this game right here, right now. Humanoid flashes in. Gets the final order that he needed to kill off Certus. And as you say, that's it. Explosive charge will melt through the towers like a hot knife through butter. Only Jezu and Jenax survive, and Jezu does not do that any longer. Nor does Jenax, nor does the tower. And Fnatic pick up their 2nd win of the weekend.
Well, the second that Baron went down, it was all Fnatic, wasn't it? Pretty clear game plan, came out of base.
And there you see the Twisted Fate.
Played it on day 1 as well, Nukeduck.
You
don't like it?
Twisted Fate is a little bit of a sauce.
For the moment, Yankel's still with that level advantage, but Finn catching this wave really wants to be able to get all of this CS, so Markoon will probably shadow him to make sure he's not died. Broken Blade does have the 6 here. Cannon Barrage going down. Finn doesn't have flash to get away, and he's just going to get stunned up. Finn, too greedy from him. Broken Blade and Jankos will take the kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Caps trying to trade onto Nukeduck. Caps has one more Spirit Rush here. Nukeduck continues to trade in. Spirit Rush away. Flash for Flash could be burnt. Wild Card's about to come off cooldown, but Nukeduck instead says, well, I don't know where Targamas is. There's the Charm. Caps no mana now, though. No Corrupting Potion either for him to get more mana out of this. Where's this Flash gonna go? Flash forward from Targamas for the slow. Dodges away. The Ignite is ticking, and Nukeduck will tick down Targamas with the 2nd kill of the game.
G2 doing a
So
good...
about 1,000 gold between these two teams as we get to the 10-minute mark. Nukeduck here will spot Caps. Actually, spotted they was in the bush. Didn't see. We'll use the fact they have Prio down towards this bottom side to push up. Fedi, as we have a moment, do you want to take a guess? Oh, maybe we don't have a moment. The Charm's going to hit. Jankos flashes forward. No flash on Nukeduck. Still Stormbringer going in. Markoon trying to answer, but Jankos turns off the tower. And G2 find their 3rd kill of the game.
Great Charm comes out from Caps, and he's looking for another one.
Markoon caught as a double for Caps. On fine form, Caps gets 2 in the mid lane. Rifthold coming down as well, and this should be at least 4 plates, if not the entire tower for G2 at the 12-minute mark.
Impressive performance so far from Caps. He interrupted Nukeduck's ultimate early on into the game. He finds another Charm in the mid lane to set up.
And to stop Caps from doing this.
Problem with losing your mid tower makes it very easy for Caps to look for roams, and he's going to do just that.
Cannon Barrage goes down. Finn, no real way for him to escape. Epiphos is used, but the Charm once again connects. And Caps is everywhere.
This next Drake.
And they will lose this tier 1 in the bottom lane, but as you say, tower for tower and a kill is very much worth for G2. They get the mid lane Prio as Caps catches that wave as well, and they can start to collapse.
He's keeping the mid wave pushed in, making it harder for Nukeduck to join the fray, but he does have his ultimate. But as expected, G2 not going to overcommit without that many resources. The Twisted Fate ultimate comes in for a potential collapse. Actually, XL committing to this.
Blackhead has the cleanse. He's going to try and turn it back onto Nukeduck. Everfrost did get the root down. Nukeduck just walks lane.
Look at the mid lane once again. I'm going to bring the minimap up just because you can see that Caps is doing this every single time. He's keeping this constant pressure up so that he can either move up to join his team, but also give control over this side of the jungle to the rest of his team. It just makes the G2 top side that much safer, and it forces XL to have to deal with multiple points of pressure. Patrick is going to be that guy that, if anyone's going to carry it, it will be him. He's continuing to scale up on the Ezreal for now. Of course, XL still in a great position when it comes to Drakes. They have, can he land it, or can G2 find the engage?
Caps, no ultimate. Jankos pops the Predator, looking for something. No real vision for XL. They're just chucking skills at random to see if they can find someone. Dragon started. Control ward in the pit by Jankos. Stormbringer in. Could get him into the middle of that. Caps, Spirit Rush still not off cooldown. Patrick time to put the damage down. Cannon Barrage being used as well. He jumps away from the culling. Flacker takes a bit of chunk as Finn and Markoon are still in the pit. The Cannon Barrage dodged safely there by XL. Nukeduck looking for the stun card, but Jankos steals it. Stormbringer in, jumps out, dies. Finn will fall as well, and now Patrick has to get away from Flacker, just survives. XL split, Nukeduck down. Caps, you're gonna go for it. Patrick looking for the damage, but Caps takes him. G2, Jankos steals it. G2 clean up the fight, 9-1 now. G2 in command of this game.
In the pit. The Dragon is doing the work for G2 as it just chunks out Finn. Then Jankos knows that he can gain his way in, uses his ultimate plus. Of the 9 kills, his CS numbers were overtaken by Flacket. Props to him. But level 14, 2 levels ahead of Nukeduck. This will be a big stun onto Jankos, but he doesn't care. Caps.
Good look for the chase. There's Spirit Rush available once again. Patrick's going to try and jump away. Tidal Wave used. Stun card goes in. Cleanse away by Caps.
Ooh. Big damage onto Patrick there.
And Patrick's going to get healed up with the ebb and flow. Patrick could look for the damage on Caps. Caps splashes in the middle of the pit, though the Destiny gets behind him, and the True Shot Rush comes in as well. Nukeduck will pay for this with his life. The Baron ticking, 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 ticking. And Nukeduck survives. And in the battle of the 2 ducks, Nukeduck beats out Blackhead and couldn't quite claim the kill. Finn trading onto Broken Blade. Cannon Barrage flash forward, trial by fire. Finn doesn't have the needles. Broken Blade takes him out.
Wow. It's going to be like, oh.
Oh, Finn's now. Caps has gone for the long flank.
And the Caps is actually going, oh.
That was a juicy bit of Gwent down towards this bottom lane. Caps looking for the Everfrost. Hallowed Path comes out. Hallowed missed. Trade coming back in, and Finn is able to dodge his way away. The Destiny, of course, dissuading Caps and Broken Blade from going any further.
Ultimate comes out more aggressively, which could give G2 an opportunity to flash engage from Jankos, for example, or force him to retreat, and that is G2's window as they look for another pick onto Finn.
Gonna try and get away, but the charm's gonna land, and Finn really doesn't have anywhere to go here. The chase is on, and Caps and Broken Blade find the kill in the bottom lane.
They're able to find themselves under the pick, and now XL is forced to respond because the risk of a Baron is real, but perhaps they know the Jankos is on the Drake. Are they going to try and force this? It looks like they're not. Nukeduck's going to back. G2 have such a massive goal lead, but you feel like the game is still close.
Yeah.
Largely because of the items that are sitting on the mid.
Patrick dash forward, that's the culling.
It's a big investment for Patrick
Cannon
there.
Barrage coming out as well. Tidal Wave used. Marcoon is low. Jankos comes into the back line. Stormbringer used as well by him. Marcoon still surviving somehow. Jankos posts the stopwatch. Patrick trying to get away as Finn and Cavs are fighting off towards the top side. That's 2. Blackhead takes them both. Finn trying to trade onto Cavs, but Cavs has the Spirit Rush still, and the rest of G2 can close in. Patrick and Mickey have to do everything in this fight if they're able to find anything. Perhaps they can find the game or some semblance of hope for XL, but Finn, he tried to fight against Caps, and the rest of G2 do not like that one jot. He will fall. Patrick, though, sees all of G2 low and maybe can hold them off from doing this Baron. Caps still has the flash. Patrick has cleanse, no flash for himself. Flash away by Mickey as Caps looked for his performance.
But with the damage done on the front line and Patrick being forced to disengage,
What's a rush?
G2 the opportunity to
Jankos
fight.
is here. He stole the last one. Can he steal this one? Of course he can! Of course he can! It's Jankos! But maybe he's a little bit overextended from the rest of his team. Wild Growth will heal him up for the moment. Marcoon's going to take him down. Cavs coming into the back line. Snoopduck is there as well. Looks for the red card. Can't find it. Cavs going in. Mickey low. Finn diving forward. Dodges away from the charm. 1-for-1 so far as Jankos has fallen. Marcoon still alive, though. XL have a window. 4 items complete after a laning phase where he was kind of left to dry by his team, where he just had to give up waves. Hams could have struggled, but Nukeduck with the gold card locked in. Mickey slow there. Blackhead goes in. Patrick low. Cannon Barrage coming in as well. And Patrick's down! Quack! Quack! Blackhead finds it! And after a quiet game, what better way to announce yourself on the stage? Blackhead with a double. It was his culling that culled XL's hopes.
The Gangplank ultimate was flawless. G2 18 kills to 3 can finally knock on the nexus of XL.
And only one of these two could remain undefeated, and it's the team on the blue side, it seems. Marcoon trying to defend. Charm hits through the decoy. Wave cleared out, though, by Nukeduck, and maybe G2 have to wait a couple of more minutes before they can close this one out. The wave is here, but they might just look for the inhibitor in the mid lane instead.
Patrick will be respawning. G2, though, comes the ultimate. Big damage.
Clears the wave as well.
G2 going to choose to disengage, so XL easier. Now that the inhibitor's been taken down, XL, they're making the call. Can they get this pick onto Jankos?
Stormbringer not available for Jankos, no flash either. Nukeduck looking for the damage, but of course not too much. It's going to go for that Blastco, knocks Jankos back, another gold card locked in, and now Jankos killed. His back was delayed by the True Shot Barrage, and XL are calling G2 to fight in the river. G2 will match this. Marcoon is not there. The True Shot Barrage comes out. Cavs slow. Patrick trying to put the damage down. Finn tanking it up. Cannon Barrage will dissuade them from continuing the Baron. 30 seconds on Jankos. Patrick still looking for damage across the wall. The stun card lands, but a dash away by Blackhead is enough. The charm, the cleanse. Patrick's still alive. The culling coming out, and Mickey will tank it. He'll die for it. Mickey sacrifices himself for his AD carry.
Their jungler to keep this objective alive. And XL, try as they might, it is not enough to take down G2.
The next few moments, what could be their last moments of week 1.
A good game across the board from G2, really not concerned in the slightest. G2 making their way to end the Super Week on a 3-0.
There's the charm. Marcoon caught up with the Everfrost as well. Jankos could go in. Stormbringer, of course, disables the tower. Blackhead stepping in as well. Broken Blade pushing in the bottom lane. Trying to bring those single super minion in. Marcoon will reset. Blackhead has the rapid fire. And the culling. And that's some rapid fire to boot. Cannon Barrage goes down. Mickey low. Nukeduck just dead. Where he stands, Mickey gets back to the fountain, but on it he dies. Patrick dives back. Caps kills him. G2 rout XL in their base. Caps gets the triple, gets the quadra to round it out. And all G2 stay alive and take an undefeated week 1.
They don't need much of a break. This would be great.
It's so good at disengaging. And it looks like it said it's Rakan. Okay, I was wondering about Rakan.
Traded mids, they knew exactly where Malrang was. Unforgiven moves with this jungler to claim control over the river, and with the wave pushing in, Comp chooses to reset, but also Comp just can't fight as soon as he stacks this wave and looks for the push. Because you look at that top side river, you can see all this vision that's been invested in now. Yoya already looking for the play. This is exactly why Malrang is here.
Armor going in, there's the Gnar back. Cannon Barrage and Armor immediately flashes, gets the stun onto Malrang, who gets a counter stun out. There's the Cyclone from Elioya. Odo Wamne looking for the trade damage here. Odo very strong right now, but Niski's the first one to react. Elioya with the double Cyclone. Odo Wamne does have the flash. Paddle Star going in as well. There's the stun, the sleep. 1, 2 quick kills to man.
And it's just the mid diff. Nisqy is first on the rotation. To the Mad Lion days of Humanoid, it was this mid-jungle support trio that often found a lot of success in the early to mid-game, and we're seeing space in the enemy jungle, and then if they can get that, then it becomes easier to play towards these side lane towers as well. As it will be Rogue to secure the first.
Odoamne is like, cool, I'm going to stand by the Krugs for a little bit. Hi guys, how you doing? Unforgiven backs away knowing he's not there. Now, Odoamne perhaps not respectful enough in the top lane. Cannon Barrage coming out, and Elioya and Armut catch him out.
Was not expecting Elioya to be in the brush. And also this Herald being used on bot lane, sure, it's a good cross map. Gives them control over the third Drake of the game, which I guess is their priority. But this mid tower is still up and available.
And we deny that Infernal Soul.
This is actually really big. Props to Armut there, finding that window to secure that tower. Will equalize uncontested. Larssen doesn't realize he's sitting on a ward right now. Now he'll figure it out.
If they wanted to stop this, they could have Cannon Barraged the wave. They decide against doing it, so perhaps didn't want to fully invest into it. Trymbi, though, walking straight into Elioya, dashes away, but the paddle star from Nisqy could come in, doesn't. Elioya, though, still with a follow-up. The Cyclone going in, Trymbi dives onto Comp. Elioya low, Maurang trying to get us Kaiser on the backline, but it's so split from Rogue. 4 different directions. Maurang now jumps forward, jumps back through the Gnar, dodges out. Nisqy going in, misses the true shot barrage there, and so Rogue just felt Trymbi was just looking for a really long flank there. Asking now, can we go? Bubble down, Larssen can step in. There's the quickness looking for Unforgiven. Cannon Barrage coming out as well, but Armut is keeping the rest of Rogue away. A 2-man Gnar into the ward of the Dragon will go over to Mad Lions. Elioya smites it, Infernal Soul for Mad at 23 minutes. Larssen sliding in, Kaiser flashing out. Only 1 kill over to Rogue. That's not enough. They're looking for more as Odo steps in, but Nisqy keeps them behind them here as well without even being seen. Then can jump in with a blast cone. Maybe he's been seen. I don't see the pings. They're pinging on the Baron. They're going for it, but Elioya! Every single objective belongs to the Mad Lions and belongs to Elioya. The Whirling Death coming in for the chase, but it's an Infernal Soul and a Baron at 24 minutes for the Lions.
Rogue are completely...
Oh! That's the execute from the Whirling Death! 0-3 to start off the LEC summer. Obviously, they can still fight back in this game, but 5,000 gold behind with an Infernal Soul staring them down alongside that Baron for the next minute and a half. Kaiser's going to step in, spots Maurang with the Oracles. Tier 2 in the top lane is down. Odoamne trying to trade here onto Armut. Does win out on these ones. Armut trying to build up the Mega. Maurang coming in as well. Wallop goes short. Armut with a good Gnar though, and the follow-up is sublime. A Whirling Death from Unforgiven finds 2. Larssen will be able to get 1 in response, but it's only the support.
And the sleep will land. Can Nisqy get the poke down? Not able to connect. But Mad Lions, they end up trading up with that. Here comes the Nisqy, misses everything.
And Trymbi can just jump on him. Oh, good flash from Nisqy just in time. Trymbi with the lock, he gets himself out. Nisqy will survive. True shot finds him though. It's the game of long-range ultimates finding kills.
This is not the same Rogue that we have so far seen from them this year.
And not the same Mad Lions that we saw in spring either. Armut looking for the chaser onto Odoamne. Elioya coming in as well. Odoamne, he's under his inhibitor tower, and Mad Lions will not give him an inch. Armut takes the kill alongside Elioya. They'll now push down this top bot tier 2. Looking for the inhibitor tower. Larssen is not here. Does have the TP, but they're going to trade inhibitor for tier 2 now. It's some gold, it's a bounty, but is it enough? Is it beneficial for Rogue in the long run? You can't do it. You got to fight it. Elder started, fast side alteration going in, but it's gone.
It's so fast.
The Cannon Barrage comes out. Unforgiven just tanks it with the Immortal Shield Bow, and the Dragon so low, smited secured with the True Shot Barrage. Rogue perhaps have found a little bit of hope in this game. Comp stepping forward, Elioya has to dash away. 1 Elder Laser finds his mark. Rogue have got no Dragon so far, but perhaps they've got the only one that mattered. Armut chased away, Comp going forward, there's 2. Unforgiven not able to do anything in the midst of 4 members of Rogue. The TP in the middle. No way do they do this. No way do Rogue do this.
Rogue have found 3 kills. They have the Elder Dragon.
Stop the
Maurang's going to interrupt the back as well.
Only Elioya in the base. Rogue. Only 1 wave to push in. Maurang continues to stop the ports. Good look for the stun here. I don't know if he's already used the Thundering War. The Elder not enough. The TP away. Comp just needs a bit of damage. Elioya going in as well. Elioya will be shut down. 12 seconds on Nisqy. No seconds for Mad Lions. You have to feel. All it took was 1 objective, and then they find the one that matters most. Rogue with their first win of summer.
I am shocked. Comp steals the Elder.